I'm Ryan from Amber Elm. So recently I started a new collaboration project, and I wanted to talk about it today, not because I wanted to promote it or because I wanted to make people aware of it, which I guess is the same thing, but more so because musically it's probably one of the most surprising things that's happened to me in a while. So I started this project with my good friend Tino. His name's Konstantin, but I can't call him that because it's just weird. We're not really strangers to playing music together. We started our first band in 7th grade. Both of our first live shows was at Nikki Shaw's Halloween party in 1997. Nope, 1994. It was a really bad, metal band, I guess you'd call it. But in high school, we were in punk bands. After college, early 20s, we were in some bands together, but then our musical paths sort of diverged, and I got kind of more into experimental music and neoclassical music, and he kind of went off into doing blues and folk and some rock, country rock type of music. And so there was never really an opportunity for us to collaborate together. He's a musician here in Austin, and he makes a living out playing gigs, and I'll play out with him on keyboard or harmonica or bass, whatever he needs, just to fill out the band. But we really haven't created anything together that's unique. Let's see, how long has it been? 20, I'm 42, Jesus. But we haven't really made anything together in the past probably 20 years. Over the last 5 years or so, he's brought up collaboration a few times, and I've always been hesitant for a couple of reasons. The first is because the style that he does, blues and folk and country rock, isn't a style that I enjoy writing very much. And the second reason is a reason I'm not very proud of, and that's because I'm sort of controlling when it comes to the music that I put out and the music that I like to write. I have the tendency to get really bullheaded and really stubborn and not want to listen to others' ideas, and that's not a good thing. That's something that I am working on getting over. We've had conversations about collaborating ad nauseum, and it wasn't until about a month ago where something finally clicked. He wasn't so concerned with having his ideas be the ideas that moved forward, and I didn't really care about what happened to the music after we wrote it. I wanted to write the best possible music I could write. He wanted to have something that he could take out and push and sell, and something that was good that he was proud of, but if his idea wasn't the final idea, he didn't care. So we made sort of a deal where I had full creative control as long as I promised to hear him out, and I gave him sort of full business control as long as he was able to hear me out, and it was sort of the perfect combination. I was still kind of curious to see how it was going to go when we got down to writing, because again, this is the sort of music that he writes.
Goodbye, my rising sun, my child, our time has come.
And this is the sort of music that I write. So I was very eager to find out what we would do together. And to be honest, my expectations were sort of low. So apparently, if you mix this with this, you get this. Or this. I think as composers or creatives or producers, we get caught up by a few things. One is a style, and we think that that style is the only way through to make something good that you'll like. And two is that you need to be the one to come up with the idea. And I think both of those are garbage. And I'm really happy that Tino has taught me this lesson over the past 3 weeks. Sort of immediately, my expectations were shattered and my hesitations were alleviated. It made me feel kind of stupid and kind of bad that I'd put this off for so long. I mean, looking back, I understand where my hesitations were coming from. I mean, our styles couldn't be more dissimilar. What makes me feel sort of crummy is that I didn't trust enough that someone that writes a different style could meet somewhere in the middle or bring something different that I hadn't thought of. And at the end of the day, that's what a good collaboration is supposed to bring. And also, it's really short-sighted to think that someone who writes one style of music can't write another style. I mean, I typically write neoclassical music that has ambient themes in it, and I can also write things like this.
And if you believe that the government killed Kennedy, then why is it a sentence legalized?
So it'd be pretty short-sighted for someone not to want to work with me because they're writing a different style. In my opinion, I was doing the same thing to someone else. And that's the big takeaway that I took from this week. People that listen to different types of music than you, write different types of music than you, really do bring something unique to the table, things that are completely outside of your wheelhouse that you won't bring into your music. And sometimes those things will be terrible, but sometimes those things will be really, really great. And I don't know where this collaboration is going to go. We've started writing together. We've had 3 sessions, but I'm really excited to see where it goes, because the music we're writing isn't something that either of us would do on our own. And at the end of the day, that's what a good collaboration is supposed to be. So if there's someone that you know that you've been putting off collaborating with, give them a call, reach out, because you never know the kind of music that you'll write together. If you've never collaborated with anybody before, go online to try to meet some people in your area, safely obviously, but reach out and find different musicians that you can write with. Even if you don't like the end result of what you come up with, I think you'll be better for the experience, and some of your expectations might be shattered, kind of like mine were. I know this was sort of a short one, but that's kind of what I had on my mind this week. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.